Hi, my name is Jabari, and I hope you all are doing well. Today we'll be doing a flow practice, movement practice, in which the intention is to ground as well as to find some balance and strength in these movements. And the hope ultimately is that we can find some movement and flow that can help us to find inner power and focus our energy where we want it to go. So, if you're ready to get started with me, then go ahead and find a comfortable place to set up your place of practice. You can either join me on your knees or you can find a comfortable seat. And we'll start just like this. Place your hands on your thighs. Get acquainted with your surroundings and check in with yourself. Part of this process is not only the movement, but also becoming aware of your surroundings and of your body before you attempt any sort of movement. For now, you can feel the inner thighs and the top of your quadriceps. Is there soreness? Is there tension? Move on to your glutes on either the side or the back. Then move up to your torso, checking in, warming up your hands. And now clasp your fingers together and then go ahead and roll out your wrists. Kind of a side to side figure 8 motion. Starting to bring energy into our wrists to protect them. And then whatever motion you are doing, reverse. Now go ahead and place the backs of your hands together. Same thing, we're going to rotate, almost as if you have a gentle glass ball on the top portion of wherever your hands are in whatever position they're in, keeping that ball nice and steady as you bring it around. And the same thing here, we're taking care of our wrist so that it'll take care of us throughout our practice today, particularly when your wrist is flexed like so. And now go ahead and reverse. Now, go ahead and find the long edge of your mat. Come into a tabletop position. If you need to, you can double up your cushion if your knees are sensitive. Right here, I'm not too worried. There's plenty of soft debris here, as well as my mat. And go ahead and find some motion front to back, but really whatever is feeling okay and good for you this time and this present moment. For me, it's front and back, side to side. As we begin to integrate our wrists and our lower body into the movement, you can almost imagine you're a bridge that is purposely being rocked by wind, but you're stable in all of these positions because you were built to be stable. Now go ahead and find some stillness. Rotate your wrist out to the side, your fingertips pointed sideways, and gentle rock side to side. Take care to press into your hands in this position, not letting your shoulders slouch necessarily, but activating into your upper back, side to side. And now a little bit more of a pressure position. Sit back a little bit on your heels, but then rotate your hands and your fingertips backwards and begin to walk out your fingertips. If you have any sort of wrist injury or finger injury, this might not be for you. And for everyone, be very aware of any sensations occurring here. Now, for our last movement, we'll go ahead and allow our hands to come off of the mat and then press the back of your wrist to the mat. And now at this point, you're sitting mostly on your heels and allowing your hands to come forward. Take care to fully extend your arms. And let your fingers go long instead of curling. Be aware of that. And now come back to your tabletop position. Go ahead and tuck your toes so the bottoms of your feet are on the ground. And go ahead and sit back onto your heels with the bottoms of your feet, your soles, pointed back behind you. Lift your hands above your head. Inhale. Exhale, twist to the right. Look over your shoulder. Sit up nice and tall. Inhale, lift your arms above your head. Exhale, twist to the left. Same thing here. Inhale. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale. Look up towards the sky. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Last one over to the left. Exhale. Inhale back to center. Go ahead and sit back into a child's pose. Bring the tops of your feet to the ground. Spread your knees wide and sit back. Extend your arms. Not spending too long here before we start to heat up. Go ahead and twist. Bring your right arm through your left for a twisted child's pose. Allow your right shoulder to come down onto the mat. Take one full inhale here and let it out. Inhale back to your center. This time, thread your left arm through your right. Again, taking any movements that feel good right now. And come back to center. Now back in your tabletop position, tuck your toes again. Come up into downward facing dog. Press your hips nice and high. Start here by pedaling out. You could say that you're walking your dog, but the goal is to push your heels down into the mat. Now lift your heels up, press back. Find some stillness. Press equally into your hands. Press your hand knuckles into the mat. Avoid putting too much pressure on your wrists. And we're going to go right into it today. Go ahead and lift your right leg up to the sky. Three-legged dog. One breath in. And out. Go ahead and scorpion tail your right leg over to the side. Open up your hips. Equal pressure into your hands still. Go ahead and straighten out your left leg. And inhale back up to three-legged dog. Exhale, step your right foot between your hands. Low lunge, drop your knee. Inhale, lift your arms up. Exhale, place your hands back down and step to the top of your mat. Forward fold. Inhale, lift your arms above your head. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Go ahead and step back into your plank position. Now lower down halfway. Upward facing dog, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog, same thing here. And now on the left side, lift your left leg up. Notice any difference here. Be very aware of how much pressure you're putting in each hand and your foot. Open up. Close off, inhale. Exhale, thread your needle. Come into your low lunge. Inhale, lift your arms up. Shine your chest forward, building confidence with each move. Exhale, place your hands back down. Step your right foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, lift your arms above your head. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back into your chaturanga, lower halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Bring in a little bit more complexity here. Lift your right leg up. Scorpion tail over to the right. Come back to center. Step your right foot through your legs again. This time, leave your knee up. Lift your arms above your head. Inhale. And now go ahead and rotate your right arm all the way around. And now you're in a twist. Hold here for one breath. Inhale. And exhale. Try to sink a little bit lower. Inhale, lift your arms above your head. Exhale, bring your hands down and step your right foot back into your plank. Lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, same thing left. Lift. Three-legged dog. Open up. Now step through your hands. Leave your knee up. Sweep your arms up. One full movement. Exhale. Twist over to the left. And bringing in some balance here. No worries if you stumble. Just get right back to it. Inhale. Lift your arms both up together. Bring your arms down. Exhale. Step back and flow through. Meet in downward facing dog. This time, push your tailbone a little bit higher than you did before. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring your foot all the way through. This time, push up into a half split. Standing split, in which you bring your left leg up. Fingertips on the ground. Find some stability in your right leg. Do not fully straighten. Allow a generous bend in your right foot. And then push your back heel all the way back. Now, gently float your left leg back down to the ground and come into your half moon lunge. Exhale, bring your hands down. Step back and flow through. Inhale, left leg lifts for three-legged dog. Exhale, bring your foot through between your hands. Lift up. Now place your hands back down and lift up for your standing split. Remember to press your right heel back behind you. Stay strong in your left foot. And then float your right leg back down. Step back, flow through. One breath in and fully out. Go ahead and walk your hands slowly up towards your hands. Your feet towards your hands. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Now step your right foot out to the side long. Go ahead and bend into your right knee. Come down into a Skandasana, a side lunge. You may be able to get your heel close to the ground. If not, that's completely fine. Go ahead and attempt the transition between the sides with only your legs. And so stay low, but shift over to the left for the other side. Now back to the right. Point your chest forward as much as possible. And once more to the left. Now back over to the right. Go ahead and place your hands down. Lift your foot off of the ground and come into your chaturanga. Lower. And go ahead and come into your upward facing dog. Now downward facing dog. Lift your left leg and bring it through. You're going to be facing away from me, and that's okay because we're going to do our Skandasana on the right again. And to the left. And the right. And the left again. Swiveling around to your front left foot, stepping back and flowing. Downward facing dog. Meeting here. Go ahead and step your right foot forward again. And this time sit low in your hips, elbows on your thighs. And bring your arms up. A little bit of heat into our quads here. Make a mudra. I prefer my index to meet my thumb tips. Or you can come into a prayer. Holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up, star. Lift up, engage your core. Press your chest forward. Receive all the energy that you've cultivated up until this point. And then back down, make your mudra again. Holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lifting up, star. Spread your limbs as wide as you can. Fingertips long. Toes long. You might feel some Rice Krispies in your neck and your back. That's okay. And now lower back down, transition on to a tabletop position. Now go ahead and do some cat and cow. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, lifting our gaze forward, dropping our navel down towards the ground and our tailbone up. Exhale, tuck your chin, drop your belly, press into your shoulders. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now from this position, come right into your high plank position. And then step your right foot between your hands. Try to make this as seamless as possible. Go ahead and open up to your warrior two. Swivel your left arm back behind you. Rotate the knife edge of your left foot back and point your arms forward and back. Inhale, reverse warrior. Drop your left arm, lift your right. Keep that bend in your right knee as you come, exhale, into a side. And now rotate your hands back down. Step back and flow through. Come back right into your plank position. Step your left foot through. Rotate your knife edge down of your right foot. Come into your warrior two. One breath in and another out. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Left arm rests on your thigh. Right arm comes above your head. And rotate down. Step back and flow. Inhale, lift your right leg above your head. Three-legged dog. Exhale, step through. Taking our split a little bit further, you can either come back into your split. Remember, the point is to push your heel back behind you. And if you want to stay here, perfectly fine. Or you can let your hands float once you find stability and find either prayer pose, or if you want to come into your airplane, find a point about 2 feet in front of you and gaze there. Once there, go ahead and come back. Place your hands on the mat and let your left leg come forward to meet your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back and flow through, meeting in downward facing dog. Now lift your left leg up, making our way. Exhale, bring it through. Step between your hands. Come immediately into your split. And take your option, whether it's staying in the standing split or bringing your hands together for prayer or airplane. Either one. And again, if you happen to lose your balance, the point is you're trying and you're here on your mat. Now place your hands back down on the mat. Step back and flow through. Now, one foot in front of the other, walk your feet to your hands, to the outside of your hands, and then sit low for a yogi squat. Bring your elbows in between your thighs and look forward. Go ahead and place your hands back down. Step back and flow through. Walk your feet toward your hands. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bring your feet together. Lift up into a chair pose. So take priority to leave your heels on the ground here. And push your hands up. Sit low into your chair. It may not look like much, but as soon as you feel the backside of your legs, that's where you need to be. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And step back. In your plank here, go ahead and stay here for a few breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Press into your shoulders to lift them. Tuck your tailbone. Engage your core. One more breath in. And let it out. Go ahead and drop your left knee down to the ground. Swivel to the outside. Now lift your right arm off of the mat for a modified side plank. If you would like to take it a little bit further, you can of course stay strong in your left arm and bring your left foot right in front of your right. But this suffices for now because our main benefit is in our back and our neck. Now go ahead and rotate down, come back into your plank. Again, taking a few breaths here to stay strong in our upper shoulders. Press the ground away. Inhale. And exhale. Bring your right knee down, swivel to the outside, lift your left arm up. Bring your gaze either to the side or up to the top. And come back into your plank. Now, go ahead and step your right foot long outside of your right fingers. And you can even bring your knee down here. We're going to come into a lizard lunge. So in this position now, you can slowly start to lower your torso down towards the ground. The intention here is not to force anything, but allow gravity to take our elbows towards the ground. And the main activation is in our hip flexors and our glutes here. And you can even choose to stay on your hands. Go ahead and press your hips forward here and allow your right foot to come out to the outside edge. Now rotate back up, firm into your hands, and step your foot back. Lower halfway, chaturanga, inhale, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Come back into your plank. And same thing on this side, step your left foot right outside your left hand. Lower your knee, lizard lunge. Now come back onto your hands. Step your foot back. Lower halfway. And inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Go ahead and walk your feet to your hands once again. Right to the outside and sit down into your yogi squat. And now, as gently as you can, go ahead and sit back onto your sits bones and lay down on your back. Bring your knees up parallel and give a little motion here. No need to do anything special, just whatever feels good. If you need to massage your low back, just taking time here to absorb, notice. And now activate your core and extend the bottoms of your feet towards the canopy, towards the ceiling, towards the top. Press your heels up, waterfall pose. Your hands can either be by your side or one at your heart, one at your abdomen. And now slowly lower your legs so that the bottoms of your feet are in a close proximity to your backside. Place your hands, palms facing down on the mat. Inhale for bridge pose. Lift your hips up. And lower back down. One more time, lift your hips up. And back down. Lift your knees off of the mat once more. Thread your hands through your inner thighs and grab the outsides of your feet. Happy baby. Again, another chance to play here. Find a rocking and rolling motion. That allows your lower back to be massaged. Allows you to find where you're most comfortable. And then as you are ready, you can begin to release your hands from your feet and make your way into your final resting pose, Shavasana, corpse pose. Bring your feet nice and wide. Bring your palms to face up. Or if you are interested in another resting pose, you can lay on your side, whatever suits you today and whatever you need. And you can stay here as long as you'd like. I hope by the end of this practice you felt some opening and some movement, some flow. Until next time, I wish you all the best. I wish you happiness. I wish you serenity. I wish you wisdom. The light in me sees and guides the light in you. Namaste.